my gosh, I'm so excited for this book. Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover.
A young mother fights to earn a place in her child's life.
He's kind of struggling because he understands both sides. Freaking Colleen Hoover is the only author that can bring me to tears. I'm not okay. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and a very new exciting reading vlog where I read and focus on one book and one book only. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this book. You know, I love Colleen Hoover and I still haven't read all of her like old ones, but of course I needed to buy her new release and buy it. It arrived yesterday. I was so excited about it, but I wanted to wait for today to start it so I could vlog this entire experience for you guys. So this vlog is going to be a focused one on Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I'm so freaking excited about this one. I've been seeing it everywhere. Even though I've been seeing it everywhere, I have no idea where it's about. And that honestly tells you so much. Like the hold that, like the power that Colleen Hoover has over us, the hold she has on us, that I buy this book without knowing literally anything about it. I literally buy it just because it's Colleen Hoover. I don't know anything about it. It could be about something that I hate. I don't know, because I didn't even bother looking at before I bought it. Like I bought it mainly because it's Colleen Hoover. But I've been hearing great reviews. I don't think I've heard a bad review, but of course, like I just, you know, could be once, I don't know, but I've only heard great things about it, but I have no idea what it's about. I haven't even read the back, so I thought we could read the back together and then just dive into this one. I'm so excited. Welcome. I'm excited for you guys to join me on this journey, on this adventure of reading Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover.
A young mother fights to earn a place in her child's life, but is there room for her? After serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenna Rowan returns to the town where it all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter, but the bridges Kenna burned are proving impossible to rebuild. Everyone in her daughter's life is determined to shut Kenna out, no matter how hard she works to prove herself. The only person who hasn't closed the door on her completely is Ledger Ward, a local bar owner and one of the few remaining links to Kenna's daughter. But if anyone were to discover how Ledger is slowly becoming an important part of Kenna's life, both would risk losing the trust of everyone important to them. The two form a connection, despite the pressure surrounding them, but as the romance grows, so does the risk. Kenna must find a way to absolve the mistake of her past in order to build a future out of hope and healing.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like it's gonna be so deep and dark. I'm so excited. Let's go and start this. I'm ready. I have the book. I have tabs. Did I buy this color of tab just because of this book? Maybe. I just wanted to match. Like, how cute is this? Okay. Book, tabs. I have pen if I want to annotate. I have marker if I want to mark something. Okay, I'm just really excited. Let's go and start this book. A little while later and I've gotten up to page 39, so not far, but so far I'm really enjoying it. We have a dual perspective, and if you know me, you know I love that. We just get, like, with dual perspectives, you just get a better picture of everything. You get a bigger picture of everything. You get to follow like both the person's minds. Like if you only have one perspective, you only have that perspective, but having both of the people's perspectives just does a whole lot to me. I love it. You get to really like know what they're thinking and their feelings and everything. So we have Kenna's perspective and also Ledger's perspective. So we have Kenna, who has served 5 years in prison, and you kind of have a little bit knowledge about what she did, but you don't know like how it happened or why, what exactly happened. And now she's back and she's returning to the town that happened because she wants to reconnect with her daughter that is 4 years old. So I believe that she was pregnant in prison and gave birth there, and then she had to like give that baby up, and now she wants to reconnect with her. And she goes to this that is now a bar, but it used to be a bookstore, and she didn't know it was a bar now. So she went there and found out that it was a bar because she had some good memories from that bookstore, so she wanted to go there. But it happened to be a bar, and there she meets, I think it's the owner of the bar, and they just have this connection, and he's really interested in her. He hasn't seen her before, so he's really like intrigued to like, where did she come from, what's she doing here? She looks sad, she looks troubled, like she's been through something. So they decide to meet like later that night, and they have this really good connection. But you found out as a reader that this guy Ledger, the owner of the bar that really is interested in her, actually had a connection to the person that, how do I say, like the person that got her into prison, because Kenna was in for manslaughter. She killed someone, or like you don't know how it happened, if it was an accident or what happened, but she killed somebody. I think it was like her boyfriend, and that boyfriend had a connection to Ledger. They were best friends. So Ledger doesn't know that Kenna is Kenna because Kenna uses a fake name. She says her name is Nicole, but Kenna knows because she remembered talking to her boyfriend about his best friend and that his name was Ledger, but they never met, but they never ended up meeting. So Kenna is kind of freaking out and doesn't really want anything to do with him, but he's so interested in her, and he's just really curious about her and who she is, and he really wants to get to know her, but he doesn't know that she was the one who killed his best friend. I know, like only like this many pages in, like so little, and it's already so like a lot. Did you even follow what I was saying? Like, I don't know, I feel like my mind was just all over the place. I'm sorry, don't know if that was like a good explanation. Already so many things going on, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited to read some more. Okay, so I've gotten up to page 66, and we have now realized as a reader that, you know, Kenna is, her main reason for coming back to town is to look for her daughter. And I guess that the guy that she killed or was responsible for his death is the father. And that guy's best friend is Ledger, the guy that she just met, and he doesn't know it's her, but she knows it's him. And as a reader, you now know that Ledger is, or has this kid. I don't know if he has this kid full-time, but he helps out with her and coaches t-ball for her and kind of takes care of her, together with this guy that was killed, his parents. And Ledger, he don't know a lot about the mother. He knows her name is Kenna, but she's never seen her or anything. And he obviously doesn't know that he just met her because she called herself Nicole. But yeah, and Kenna are looking for jobs, which isn't easy because she's been in prison, but she landed a job at a grocery store, and everyone, it's a small town, so like everyone knows everyone. That's why she doesn't want to use her real name and stuff, because everyone knows each other and everyone knows of Kenna. And so she asked this person there that know Ledger or know of him if he has any kids, and she told her that he sometimes come in with a kid, but it's not his. So Kenna is now starting to realize that, okay, like he might have my kid, my daughter. So yeah, I'm just, you know, it's a lot. It's intriguing. It's, yeah. I don't even have a kid, but I can just like feel her pain. Oh my gosh, I can just feel her pain. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we have found out also like how the death happened. She's responsible for his death. I don't really know, like they were in a car crash. She was driving, she was drunk. But also, not only that, but she fled the scene. So he was alive and she fled, and he was alive for several hours before he passed, and she fled. So she could have saved his life. Don't know why she fled. I mean, she was drunk, maybe high, I don't really know. But and then he died. And his name is Scotty. I don't think I said that, the father that died. Scotty. And oh my gosh. But yeah, I just read the scene where she was going to the house that Scotty and his parents lived in, that Scotty's parents now live in with her daughter. And that also happens to be neighbors with Ledger. But she didn't make it because Ledger saw her and he realized that it's Kenna, not Nicole. So now he knows, and he was furious and shocked, and probably don't want anything to do with her now. He was almost called the police, but she promised not to come back. She promised to leave them alone. But oh my gosh, how heartbreaking. I just felt her pain. That she didn't get to see her daughter. Yeah. Every time I hear or read the word or the name Scotty, all I can think about is Scotty doesn't know, Scotty doesn't know, don't tell Scotty. Fiona says she's out shopping. Scotty doesn't know, Scotty, don't tell Scotty. That's all I can think about. Yeah, that was just, yeah, I'm having a great time. Okay, so it's a little while later. I've moved to the kitchen because I'm getting hungry and I'm gonna eat what's new. But I wanted to update. I've gotten up to page 112 and we have Ledger really struggling between, like, there's no sides, but he's kind of struggling because he understands both sides. There are no sides really, but you know what I mean. He understands Kenna, that she wants to see her daughter. It's her daughter. He understands that and he feels sorry for her, but he also understands Scotty's parents, that they don't want anything to do with her. They don't want to see her. They don't want her to be in the kid's life. So he's kind of struggling between these two different sides because he can understand them both, and as a reader I think you can also understand them both. You understand Kenna, obviously she wants to see her daughter, but you also understand Scotty's parents that have been taking care of this kid since she was born, and that they don't want her in their life because she is responsible for his death. Like, you can understand both of them, and it's a really hard and difficult situation that they're in, and just it's really interesting. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm taking a little bit of a break because I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna head to the grocery store because I have some things I need to get, and you should never go to the grocery store hungry. I mean, it's more fun, but like, it's not good for your wallet because you just buy so much more. So I'm gonna eat, head to the grocery store, and then take a shower, hop into some more comfy clothes, and probably just read some more tonight, hopefully. Okay, so it's a little while later. I'm back home, I've showered, and I'm ready to continue on with Reminders of Him. I'm so excited. Okay, so I've gotten up to page 171, and oh my gosh, I almost cried. Like, I definitely teared up. I didn't actually cry, like a tear didn't fall, but I teared up when Ledger showed Kenna videos and pictures of her daughter. It was just so emotional and heartbreaking at the same time, and it's awful. Like, the Scotty's parents have now put a restraining order, or they're gonna file a restraining order. What I just kind of hate is how they aren't even gonna give her a chance. Like, I understand their hatred, but they aren't even hearing her out. They refuse to meet her. They refuse to talk to her. They refuse to even like speak to her, to see her, to just have a conversation with her. They just refuse, and I'm just sad about that, because give her a chance, or give her a chance to explain or see what she wants, like hear out what she wants. They just think she wants to take the baby away, like, but no, she wants to see her. She wants to be, you know, a part of her life. But and they think she's there for selfish reasons, but she's not. She definitely wants what's best for her daughter, which is hard, because it's hard to know what's best for her daughter, because she has a great life. She's happy with these people, and maybe Kenna becoming a part of her life will mess it up. Like, she can't be sure. So she's kind of questioning if she should be a part of her life, because since she's so happy where she is, the daughter, that she's like, maybe I will mess things up if I enter her life, you know, because it's just so heartbreaking and such a difficult situation for her and for everyone. And I feel like Ledger is also in a really hard position, because he kind of wants to hate Kenna, but he doesn't. He kind of feels sorry for her, and he feels for her, and he cares for her, I feel like. So he's in a weird position as well, in a difficult position, because, you know, he really wants to hate her, but he can't. You know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of emotions. Also, I think I wanted to say that I don't think I mentioned that I really like about this book is that Kenna is writing letters to Scotty, the guy that passed away, that died, and she's writing him letters, and you get to read a lot of these letters. And, you know, I guess she's doing it to some sort of like handle her grief, her loss, to kind of move on. And it's so sad, and these letters are so beautiful, because she talks to him, and she talks to him about their daughter and the life, and it's just, it's so beautiful and heartbreaking. It was really cute. The recent letter I think she wrote, and she said it was her most important letter, is when she saw her daughter, the photos on Ledger's phone, and she finally knew what she looked like. She wrote to him in a letter, like, she looks like us, she has your smile, or no, like, she has your laugh, she's perfect. And it's just like so sad and so heartbreaking, these letters that she's writing to him. Oh, just beautiful. And she also talks about how they met and their first date, and like how their lives used to look like. So you get to follow, or you get a glimpse of their life together before he passed away, before he died, which is just so beautiful. They were so good together, they were so cute together, and just makes you sad, you know. But it's really cool that you get a glimpse of their life together in the past. Hello, it is the next day. I have work tonight, but I have the morning off, so I am spending it reading Reminders of Him, of course. I've read a little bit already, and I've gotten up to page 190, and I don't know if I mentioned this previously, but Ledger offered Kenna a job at his bar. He owns this bar, so she works there some evenings of the week, and he kind of made her believe that he offered her a job so that to help her save up money so she can move away, to like leave them alone. But in reality, he himself is starting to realize that the reason he gave her the job is because he don't want to be away from her. Like, he really cares for her, and he's really interested in her, and that's kind of Ledger's problem right now, that he doesn't want to feel things for her, but he does. And it's a struggle, because at the same time he wants to be loyal to the daughter's parents. And also, I don't think I mentioned, but the daughter's name is DM, so he wants to be loyal to DM's grandparents, Scotty's parents, but at the same time he really cares for Kenna. So it's like a real struggle for him right now, because he's just like realizing that, no, I didn't offer her a job because I want her to leave. Like, I want her to stay, I want her to be close to me. So But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, hoping to get a little bit more reading done before I need to head out. I think I should. And also it's like really quick, it's like easy, it's going through really fast, and it is quite a short book, so I don't know if I'm gonna finish this maybe now before work, or at least like tomorrow after work, because I'm really enjoying it, and I just want to see what happens all the time, so I just need to continue on reading. This freaking man, you guys, so many tabs, so many tabs. This man is something else. I've gotten up to page 234. Okay, so I've gotten up to page 234, and oh my gosh, this man, he made her a freaking playlist. So Kenna doesn't like music. She hates music because she gets sad, because it's like a lot of the songs like are about sad things, and she gets sad by it because of everything that she's been through. And he makes her a playlist with songs that doesn't involve anything that she's been through, doesn't make her sad, which is really sweet. That was a really sweet gift. I'm so sorry for these horrible angles, but like I'm having a great time in my couch, like I want to be comfy. But I've gone up to page 256, and we have just read, or Kenna finally read out the letter she wrote to Scotty about what happened that night, because as a reader you haven't found out exactly what happened when he got killed, and also like no one else knows. And Kenna and Ledger were sitting in his car, and he's been wanting to know for a while, but she's never been ready to share with him what actually happened. But finally she read out to him and told him what actually happened. And as a reader you also finally found out what happened that night of the car accident, and so in depth and so sad and heartbreaking, and how she just pled guilty because she felt that she deserved it, and she didn't want to live without him. She wanted to kill herself because of the accident, and it was just so many thoughts and feelings. And she pled guilty because she didn't want to live a world without him, so she thought that going to prison was like the best, because she didn't want to be in a world without him. And so sad. And the chapter just closed out with her reading that letter out loud to Ledger. So I'm intrigued to see how Ledger is going to react, what he's going to say. He really wanted to find out the details and stuff, just get a clearer picture of everything. So I'm excited to see how he's going to respond to this. So let's keep on reading. Okay. Didn't think I was going to cry, but I did. Almost done with it, and yeah, okay, well, okay, so what page am I on? I'm on page 312, and we had the beautiful Kenna was reunited with her daughter, and they forgave her, and you know, they read the letter and they forgive her, and they want her to be in her daughter's life. But that didn't make me cry. I almost felt like that didn't make me cry. What made me cry was that when the night was over, they had a great like reunited thing, you know. It was beautiful to see Kenna and her daughter. But what made me cry is when like the night was over and Patrick was standing in the garden with Ledger, and a pigeon was in the garden. And like, I don't think I've said that, but Ledger and Scotty used to have this inside joke thing with pigeons. So that just felt like Scotty was there. That he appeared and showed himself as a pigeon, and he was happy, you know, that they accepted Kenna to be with her daughter. that was made me cry. The Pigeon in the Garden. Oh my gosh. Not a freaking another line made me cry. Like, freaking Colleen Hoover is the only author that can bring me to tears. I am not okay. I'm not a big crier. Like, I have such a hard time to show emotions. Like, yeah, I'm alone right now, like, but I'm talking to a camera. But Colleen Hoover is the only author that has ever been able to make me cry, and that's just so freaking special. Like, Colleen Hoover has a way with words and characters, because you get so emotionally attached to them that makes you cry whenever, like, oh my gosh. Okay, twice I've cried now, twice, and that says a lot. And like, I'm almost done. Yeah, okay, I'm on page 315. It's happy tears, like, but it's also sad. I don't know, it's just it's emotional. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. I just finished Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I have never cried this much to a book before. Like, I haven't read a lot of books like this. Maybe that's why. Maybe I would cry, like, if I read sad books. But yes, I finished it. I started yesterday and already finished it. Wow, like, and I don't know if you can see, I have many tabs and many highlighted sentences and words and meanings. Cried 3 times. I cried now, like, the last sentence in the book made me cry because it was just beautiful and sad at the same time. If this vlog hasn't gotten you excited to read this book, then like, what? Like, how can you? Oh my gosh. If you have read this, like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay? Because I'm not okay. And I have to be at freaking work in like 2 hours. And work the entire evening and interact with people and talk to people and you know, how am I gonna do that? I don't know. Heartbreaking, sad, but also inspirational, hopeful. I really felt for the characters. I felt like you got glimpses of Scotty's and Kenna's life before he passed away. Wow. Truly beautiful and amazing and emotional, I would say. The main word here is emotional, if you can't tell already by my crying face. Yeah, I just definitely need a little bit of time to process this book, and probably like won't pick up another book today because I just need to like chill. But yeah, wow, great book. So glad I bought this and so glad I picked it up. If you have read this book, please let me know what you thought of it. Did you also cry? I can't be the only one. But yeah, that was it for this reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it wasn't too emotional. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. Bye.